Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a Lenovo laptop. This is a Lenovo ThinkPad T470s. It's a Lenovo T470s. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to open it up and how you can add, remove the RAM for your laptop and how you can upgrade it. I'm going to turn it on and we're going to go to the Windows. And let me plug in the charger because the battery on this one is not working. And most people say like they go to the task manager, and inside the task manager, it shows that it has like a 1 out of 2, 2 out of 2 RAMs installed. And they're like, okay, I have a 2 RAM DIMM. That's not true. I'm going to show you guys in this video. So we're going to go in the Windows right now. It should be any second. This one is like a Spanish language, but pretty much is the same. So let's get into it. You can open the task manager by right click on this taskbar in here and click administrative taskbar, task manager, and go to the performance on the left. And on the RAM, you click on the RAM right there, and on the bottom it says RAM is slot 2 of 2. So that means that there are 2 RAM DIMMs in there, and both of them are occupied. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna check that out. There is only one, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, there's only one upgradable RAM DIMM in this laptop. The other RAM DIMM, so-called RAM DIMM, is soldered on the board on the other side. So there's no physical RAM DIMM to be able to remove or add the RAM. So it has a 4 gig onboard soldered, and there's a actual RAM DIMM which has a 4 gig stick on it. So we're gonna get on that. So first thing first, you wanna power off the laptop. When you power off, I hold down the shift and then I click on the power off. By holding the shift, you completely power off the laptop. So let's that one power it off. Once it's off, let me make sure the light turns off. I see the light is still on. So let that thing is off. We're gonna disconnect. Now we're gonna remove the bottom cover. I'll go over the tools I'll be using. Tool number 1, a good screwdriver set. I'll be recommending an iFixit screwdriver set as they have all the best tool bits out there. We're gonna use a Phillips number 1. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tool, some tweezers and stuff like that. If not, grab a basic set just like me. I purchased this myself. And for the opening tool, I'll be using a metallic guitar pick. All right, so right now we're gonna remove all the screws on the bottom. The screws have a little something called a C-lock. That means you're just gonna rotate and you're gonna keep rotating until it will never come out. So don't pull it out. Just as long as it's loosened up, that's it. You wanna do this for all the screws all around. Do not touch this screw right in here. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. I appreciate that. All right, once we remove all the screws, you want to put your fingers at the cover because the C-lock will help them to push away. Grab it from the top back end and bring it up. If the gap is not opening, you can use this guitar pick to stick it in there and lift it up. And bring it up from the back towards the front because there's a tiny hook on the front that goes right in here. Put it to one side. And right away here, we can see the RAM DIMM right in here. And there's no other RAM DIMM. And on the other side of the motherboard, there is not an actual RAM DIMM. So don't be like, oh, there should be something on the back. There is nothing. We have opened this motherboard all the time, and there's nothing on the other side. There's a RAM chip soldered on the board. Most people say, like, why don't you disconnect the battery to do the RAM upgrade? There's 2 batteries in here, one on the back and one on the front. U version, there's a few reversions. Some of them, they don't have an empty plastic in here. They don't have the secondary battery. The connector for the batteries in here. To disconnect the batteries are really simple. All you need to do is to remove 3 screws on the first battery on the front end. Right in here, one in the middle, and one right by the connector right there. Once you remove these 3 screws, all the screws are the same size. You want to grab it from here, this plastic lifter up, pull it upward, and there's a hooks on the front. You want to bring it in 45 and pull it out. So there's your battery for that one. Same thing in here. 1 screw, 2 screw. For the back one, there's only 2 screws you need to remove and pull it up. It's the same way that you remove. To put the batteries back down, you want to make sure these corners, they go right under the hooks on the case. Put it on a 45 degree and then bring it down push it down to the connector, and then put the 3 screws over. But again, for removing the storage or RAMs and stuff like that, upgrading, you do not need to disconnect the battery at all. It is totally unnecessary. Now, regarding the RAM, if you want to remove the RAM, this is a 4 gig DDR4. To remove it, you want to put your fingers on the side of this jack, and you want to pull this jack sliders, these clips away from each other, and let it help. Let's pull this one back. The RAM will come out in 45 degrees upward, just like that. Now, to remove the RAM, all you want to do, you want to grab it in 45 degrees. You don't want to yank it up towards the ceiling. You're going to break it. You want to slide it towards yourself in 45-degree angle. And there's nothing underneath. The other RAM chips are soldered on the board. So you can grab this one and you can add another 8 gig and you have a 4 gig, so that's a 12 gig. Or you can put a 16 gig, stick in here. Just make sure the notch on the DIMM, on the RAM, matches the notch on the DIMM. So if I try to put it the other way around in here, it will simply not go through because the notch is right in the middle. They do not match. So I want to rotate and bring it in 45 degrees inside the jack. And I'm going to push it simply towards the motherboard. I'm going to see these triggers open and close softly, just like that. If you don't put it all the way in, let's put it halfway through or sideways. This side goes down, this side doesn't go down, so don't do that. Put it all the way in and push it towards the motherboard. You cannot create a short on the RAM inside there by putting it sideways and stuff like that. Even if you put it sideways, push it down with power on, it's not going to short anything like that. That never happens. All you need to do is put it in straight and push it towards the motherboard. All right. So once we have the new RAM in there, you want to put the bottom cover. The bottom cover has to go in the front end down in 45 degrees, and then bring it down the rest and push it down. And make sure you tighten up the screw. I start from the back middle and then go to the back corners and the side. Now we're going to power on and we're going to see that it will power on. It might take up to 10 or 15 seconds for it to power on because the motherboard will detect that the RAM is being changed and it will do a mem check. So let's go ahead and power it on. Always when you power on, keep the charger connected. And let's go ahead and power it on. This one is dirty. So it is on. So let's just wait. And there we go. It powered on. And there's a lightning here. It doesn't help. So it's going to go to the Windows. So right now we should have 12 gig in total. So let's check that out and let's see if it works. All right, you can press Control Shift Escape. It will bring you the task manager and you can go to the performance, RAM, and there we have 12 gig. So again, we have the same thing, 2 out of 2 slot, and by this time we have a 12 gig RAM installed. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys to upgrade your RAM for your Lenovo ThinkPad T470s. If you have any question or request, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.